Hey, Empresses, Queens, and Goddesses. Welcome to Not Just a Mother. I'm Empress Iman, a black single mom out here rediscovering myself after the chaos of pregnancy, divorce, and all the curveballs life keeps throwing. This space, it's for us, the moms who love their kids but know we're so much more than just that. Every now and then, I hop on the mic and create a structured space for us to talk about the real stuff. Self care that doesn't feel like a chore, finding your confidence when life's just been doing too much, and just figuring out who we are outside of motherhood. Spoiler alert, you're the whole package, honey.
I am not just a mother, I'm a motherfucking mood. I am not just a mother, I'm a motherfucking mood. I am not just a mother, I'm a motherfucking mood. I am not just a mother.
Good morning, Empresses, Queens, and Goddesses. This is your girl, Empress Iman, and it is the last day of school. And I am so grateful to have made it to this day. And I'm so grateful for all of the ears listening on this day and then after. How are you doing? I feel like I don't ask that enough. But really, how are you doing? Are you happy, sad, elated, focused? Let me know. Had to give a minute for the birds. I don't know about you, but I love listening to the birds. As a city girl with cars and sirens, people yelling out in the street, radios going off all hours of the night. I only focus on listening to the birds. It brings me so much peace and joy to hear them and their conversations and beautiful tones above all the noise. That's what I focus on. It brings you a calm. It's really like a grounding focus that of that. So I want to come on today and talk about our amazing girl Cardi B. I don't know about you, but that's my girl. Um, I I'm not gonna say like I'm a humongous fan, but for the most part, I think I listen to like 90% of her music. Okay, I'll be fair, I'd say 80%, and I'm always there for it. I'm always here for the ratchet antic and fun, carefree, and I would say that she's extremely authentic as a person. Um, through her highs and her lows. I wanted to chat about obviously she got her new single out outside. If you're not going outside this summer, please explain why. Cause it's gonna be alive. You can go to the bar, you can go to the park, and I promise you, you'll have the time of your life. So she had posted a recent live. She was live and to record because Party Gang is always recording her lives. And I saved it because it's something that extremely resonates with the work that I'm doing here with Not Just a Mother. To remind you that you're not just a mother. I'm not just a mother. I have in the past since I'll say since since birth of the first child, been deeply entrenched in the role of being a mother and a wife at the time, allegedly. And that was literally my identity. I was a mother, I was a wife, I am a teacher. Like, that is all I was and nothing more. I was a student. And I could be so serious. And when you say all these outside roles so seriously, you already know what happened. You're going to forget about yourselves. You and your essence will slowly dwindle away. But hold up, wait a minute. Let's clock that. You can definitely reverse all of that practically instantaneously, right? You know how the black girls do? The first step is to get on your Zip. This Zoom, if you don't know, you should know, but if you don't know, I feel like it is a TikTok term. To get on your Zoom just basically means to get on you. So take care of yourself. Do your hair, do your makeup, do your nails, um, get your fitness and all the all the cosmetic things. I'll say it's the cosmetics. So that is the focus of getting on your Zoom. And you already know, like when we get our hair braided, and this summertime, so for different out all day. When we get our hair braided, it is an instant facelift. Instant. I go from 35 to 25. Because you know millennials, we don't crack because we've been through the ringer. We looking good. Coworker the other day told me she is 45, and I never would have guessed it. 45 to get married, literally this past weekend. Congratulations to you. Um, and I would never think you were 25. I thought she was like 38, 38. Well, 45? Girl, when I say good, bachi face, skin, just absolutely beautiful. And she doesn't even wear makeup, right? So, get on your Zoom. It doesn't have to include makeup, but some basic skincare. Um, right? That's the outside. And then inside, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor, get your checkup, check your hormone levels. Very, very important for us. Um, check your vitamin levels, see what those are at, get them regulated. And we're adding head to toe, not just top. Okay, not just the cookie from the head to the toe. Get checked out. If it was feeling an ooh and ah, write it down and save it for your next visit. And then also, right, number three, you worked on the outside, you work on your inside. And that also means, mental health, get in community or get a therapist, whatever it is you need, or find your outlet. As you know, you should know my outlet is fitness. And then last is to just go outside. Going outside and experiencing life because, like Cardi said, you can stay inside, you can wallow in misery. People will wallow in misery for days and years. I've been there. And I'm not fucking going back. Because for what? The world is still spinning. You're just gonna take yourself off the mat and you ain't even been called home yet? Make that make sense. You have not been called home yet, but you want to take yourself out of the runnings. No, don't do that. Get on George. All right, y'all, my bad. Um, I had to get on the train, and usually I try to do it in the one train ride. I mean, the one to walk to the train, but I say I'm on the day, so I am returning to your ears, hopefully. you stuck around this song. And do I remember the last thing I said? No. I do remember saying that to myself that I wanted to get back on to finish my thought, but then I forgot the thought. So we are speaking about what we need to do to take care of ourselves. And number one was, taking care of your physical aesthetic, your cosmetics, hair, nails, body right. And then internally, taking care of, obviously, your organs, your mental health. And again, physical health for me just circled into every single thing. So, physical health for internal and external. And then lastly, going into the topic of discussion, which is going outside and how going outside is essential to healing when you're in the middle of a heartbreak. Um, oh yeah. So I was saying that, yeah, when you are going through your heartbreak, which pretty much everybody on this planet has, we always, come against that moment of, why am I alive? Why am I here? All this stuff. And just to be clear, everybody goes through it. If you haven't been through it, you haven't lived. So go out, go fall in love, and you get a heartbreak, and then a chat. Um, but the actor moment is like, what do you do with that energy? And what you should not do, obviously, is hold it in, keep it bottled up because you're just going to explode on yourself. Like you're gonna cry, you're gonna have your moments of anxiety. Um, you won't be able to contain it. I remember it was last year. I was easily triggered by just somebody calling me on my last name. I have not changed my last name yet. It's on my to-do list for the summer. Um, yeah, it's on my summer to-do list. And when I don't even know what was going through my head. I feel like there was other stuff going on at the same time. But when this other teacher had used my last name, and this is a year and a half being at the school, so it's like I don't use that name. I don't know why you're calling me that. Um, I started crying at school, and just to be clear, that is not an unusual thing. I'm a Cancer. Y'all know this my season. I am like I am a Cancer. Cancer. I got Cancer. I got Scorpio, and Capricorn. So I'll be overthinking everything. But things are very well planned out when I am on the team. You should keep that advice. But also, that crying it's tears of pain, but also rage, and it is appropriate because for the moment, um, I am hurting because that is a life that has literally deceased. I am not that person anymore. But also enraged that kind of feels like disrespectful. I've been told you what to address me as, and feels like a refusal. And I understand more and more why. You know, um, I have my transgender students who change things, and this is what they want to be called. And in the past, I've made mistakes to call them by other names, and I in this experience, it's not completely, but it's just like it's an identity change. So, um, I want that to be respected. I am evolving something new. Something else is going away, and to respect me for that journey and that new person that I am becoming. Yeah. So, another thing, I said all that to say it is very important to, yeah, go outside. Go outside. I went on a tangent and I forgot how I connected that to the initial point. So forgive me. I do that all the time. Um, yeah, go outside. Connect with your community, your friends and family. They are fake big. I won't say that they know you completely because nobody but you and who you pray to knows you taping. But they are the ones that know you the most. If you have an honest and transparent with them, they've seen you at your memorable gigs. So your friends and family, go back to them. And if you don't have them, go back to you. Um, I'm reading. I just got off the train, and I'm reading this little book. You know, you go to there's a store called Five Below and whatnot, and they have the little bookstores, self help things like that, philosophy, and I have the 7 spiritual laws of success, and I've already read it. This is probably the third time of me writing it, and of course, I've got notes in the margin, and um, I'm reading those notes along with it to remind me of what I was thinking of back then, and continue to make connections where I am now. And this started it again. I'm on the first law, which is, let me find my page. The law of pure potentiality. And I don't know, I feel like that one is my favorite, but it requires something that, for me, somebody with ADHD, undiagnosed, but I am at this point absolutely sure that that is my diagnosis. Um, to do is have silence and go out in nature, right? Because in order to tap into that well of pure potentiality, you have to be still. And stillness does not have to mean, this is my interpretation of it. Stillness does not have to mean you staying inside of the house, crying into the mirror. Stillness can be going outside and grounding yourself in nature. Yeah, grounding yourself in nature so that whatever is rippling through your body um, can come to a calm so that you can better manage what's going on. So that's something that I think I'm going to be working on in the next few weeks coming up into my birthday. I always try to focus on something. Um, so for example, no trees, but there's that gives you lots and lots of fog. And although the fog is something I don't mind in the summertime, um, oh, I'm just not interested in it right now. And then meditation. I was doing it a while ago, and no doubt pregnant, postpartum, all that good stuff. And I lost that habit. So I want to get back to that. I'm gonna wrap up with that. I'm gonna wrap up with that and ask and check in with you in the chat on what is it that you're gonna be focusing on in this new season. I wish you well. Stay blessed. Stay abundantly beautiful.
Are you ready to be outside, Empress? Because we outside this summer.